The latest developments in Iran. Iran's judiciary head threatening fast trials and executions for detained anti-government protesters. This, of course, comes as President Trump told CBS Evening News' Tony Dokoupil, if they do such a thing, we will take very strong action. So what could that mean? CBS News Middle East reporter Courtney Kealy joins us now. Okay, so Courtney, Iran says these executions of protesters could happen soon. What happens if they go through with them?
That's the big X factor. What happens? Does Trump actually do something with American troops? Now, we know breaking news today. We have not seen any news about that execution of the 26-year-old that we've been waiting to see. He was asked directly about that protester. Secondly, we do know that U.S. personnel have been moved out of an abundance of caution. They've been moved from the Al Udeid base in Qatar, and so we know that military personnel, U.S. military personnel, are being protected somewhat. It's not on high alert. It's not a massive evacuation for American officials and soldiers and military out of Qatar, but there is some movement there. And the Israelis are keeping their cards close to their vest. We are not hearing from the Israelis in any way that they're about to do something. That doesn't mean that there's not plans, but there are no signs right now. They're not telling civilians to go into shelters, for instance. So the question is, what happens to the protests now? What happens to the regime now? And it's more white-knuckling, holding on, and waiting to see. Does the U.S. launch airstrikes? Where would they hit? They've hit the nuclear power plants. There's only one workable power plant as far as people who've investigated have been able to see. Would they hit the ballistic missiles? That's dangerous. They could be... Some of them could be launched into Israel, which is close by. There are no proxies anymore in Hamas, Hezbollah, and inside Syria and Assad. So that immediate threat has been moved off the table for the region. But the U.S. military is in places like Saudi Arabia and UAE and Qatar in the region, in Turkey as well. Does the regime have it with in them anymore? And the question is, would these middle manager types in the Iranian Revolutionary Guard that also suffer from food shortages and economic insecurity, would they stay with the regime and keep fighting and shooting protesters, whether with pellets and live fire or not?
All right, Courtney Kealy watching all of these developments. It seems like there's something new every hour. Thank you so much for that.